Hello and welcome to another no feet yoga practice. This class has been requested by so many of you since the last one and it got such a great response, so I wanted to do a follow-up. So if you're new here, this is a class that is for anyone who is experiencing problems with their feet. Maybe you've got an injury, maybe you stubbed your toe and you can't put any weight on your feet. But it's also a great class if you want to challenge yourself. So we're really pushing the boundaries of what we can do in a yoga practice without the use of the feet. So when you're ready, get your mat, get yourself set, and let's get started. Okay then, so go ahead and come down to your mat, and then we'll start lying down. So you can lower yourself down. Let the shoulders roll down the back. Then rest the arms by your side. And as we drop into the practice, begin to dial up the breath. And then let everything else dial down. Start by hugging the knees into the chest. And take a gentle rock from side to massage the back. If the lower back is feeling sensitive, then circle the legs away from you and draw them back in so that you're targeting the lower part of the spine. Okay. And keeping the right leg hugged in, straighten out the left leg. You can lower the foot all the way down to the mat, or you can keep the leg raised. The option is yours. And bring the hands to the back of the right leg, straighten out the leg, flex the foot. And then you're just starting to draw the right leg in towards the chest to get a hamstring stretch, to find like a waking up in the back of the leg. Start to deepen your breath as you draw the leg a little bit closer. Really good. And bend back into the right leg. Bring the left hand to the left hip and the right hand to the inside right thigh. And you're just opening right leg out to the side, encouraging the hip to open. And we're trying to isolate this movement to the right side. So if you notice that the left side thigh and the buttocks is lifting off the mat, try to roll back onto the mat. So you're just opening the right leg out to the side. If you want to make it a little bit more intense, you can apply a little bit of pressure with the right hand to encourage the hip to open. And again, dialing up the breath. Really good. Bring the knee back in through center. Then cross over to the left side. So you're coming into a twist. You can keep the knee hovering off the mat. Left hand can come to right knee. And the right arm can rest down by your side, or right arm can reach all the way out to the side, coming into the full expression of the posture. Really slowly untwist, come back through center. Then keeping the left leg lifted if it isn't already, straighten out right leg. Reach the arms forwards. Take an inhale with the back flat on the mat. And as you exhale, lift the head, shoulders and upper back off the mat. Draw the lower belly in and hold it here. This gets intense pretty quickly. So you may need to begin amping up the breath a little bit, embracing any wobbles that are going on. Switch the legs, so bring left up, right down, lower the head and shoulders. And bring the hands to the back of the left leg and start to draw the leg into the chest, flexing the foot. And you can keep the right leg raised for this, or if it's comfortable, you can lower the foot down to the mat, whatever works for you. Deepen into the breath as you draw the leg closer to the chest. Really good. And then bend the left leg. Bring right hand to right hip, left hand to inside left thigh. And then open out left leg to the side. And again, you can apply a little bit of pressure with the left hand, encouraging that hip to open. Trying to keep the backs of both buttocks on the mat. And that's the challenge here. Really good. And bring left leg back up through center and across to the right side. The right hand can rest on the outside left knee. And the left arm can reach out to the left side as you come into the twist. And it doesn't have to be really extreme. It can just be a gentle twist, depending on what your body is needing today. Slowly untwist, come back through center. Then extend the left leg up. Keep the right leg hovered off the mat if it isn't already. Reach the arms forwards. Take an inhale with the back flat. Exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders. Find this crunching action. Draw the lower belly down. Hold your pose. Really good. Lift the right leg up. Keep the legs lifted, lower the head and shoulders. Relax the arms. Then bending the knees, cross the left leg over the right. So we're coming into what's known as eagle legs. And then wrap the left arm over the right. Bend at the elbows and wrap the forearms around one another. So we're in a supine eagle. With an inhale, move the elbows and knees away from one another as if you're trying to straighten out your body. And as you exhale, bring elbows into knees, find a crunch. Lift the head and shoulders. Inhale, open out, move elbows and knees apart. Exhale to crunch. Elbows tap knees. Inhale, moving out. Exhale, moving in. A couple more times. Inhale, move apart. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, inhale, open out. Exhale, bring it in. Open out. Unwind the arms, relax them by your side. Unwind the legs and straighten them on up. Let the shoulders relax down the back so you feel your whole spine supported by the ground. And then bending the knees. Let the knees rock from side to side. Very slowly using the strength in your core to control the movement. And this is just a really nice way to stretch out the abdominals after a little bit of intense core work. So this is like our breather in between rounds. Okay, come on up, knees over hips, cross right leg over left, and then wrap right arm on top of left. Press the arms and the legs together. With an inhale, move elbows away from knees. Exhale, bring elbows into knees, crunching up. Inhale, open out. Exhale as you crunch, draw the lower belly down. Inhale, open out. Exhale, crunching in. Inhale, open out. Exhale, bring it in. I'll take this once more. Inhale, open out. Exhale, crunch. Open back out. Unwind the arms, relax them by your side. Unwind the legs. And bring the hands to the backs of the knees. And we'll start to find a rock forwards and backwards down the full length of the spine. Building momentum each time And we're working towards coming up into a boat. So you're going to come up, balance, keep the legs raised, shins parallel with the ground. And you can take the hands on the mat if you're needing a little bit of support, or you can bring the hands to the backs of the knees. Roll the shoulders down the back, straighten out the spine. Then if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge here, bring hands into prayer. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist. If you're feeling wobbly, use the hands on the mat. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back through center. Keep the core tight. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, go left. We'll go one more time. Stay with it. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist right. Chest stays open. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back through center. Amazing work. Lower the hands. Then keeping the feet lifted, we're swinging the legs around. We're going to come into tabletop. So you can roll over onto the knees. Keep the feet lifted. Plant the hands as you set your hands in your knees. And we're keeping the feet raised for the whole of this next sequence. So if at any time this becomes too much for the knees, you can fold over your mat so you've got a little bit more cushioning just to support the knees a little bit more. Tent the fingertips. Press each fingertip into the mat. With an inhale, lower the belly, arch the spine, gaze forwards or up. Exhale, round the spine, press through the fingertips, lift the back of the heart. Inhale, lower the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, press the floor away. Inhale, lower the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine and press away. And come back to a neutral position and plant the hands all together. We're going to add on a little bit more dynamic movement. So with your inhale, lower the belly, open the chest. And then shift forwards, lower the hips down to the mat. So we're coming into like a cobra, bending at the elbows. Exhale, press up through the hands, lift the hips. Around the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, lower the belly and send the hips forwards and down, coming into your cobra. Exhale, round the spine, press the floor away, lift the hips. Inhale, lower the belly, send the hips forwards and down. Exhale, rounding the spine as you press away, push away from the floor. Last one, inhale, lower the belly, send the hips forwards and down. Exhale, press away, lift the hips, round the spine. Really good. Come back to a neutral position. Then come all the way down to your belly. Rest the forearms on the mat for Sphinx pose. And you can keep the feet raised if you like, or you can straighten out the legs if you prefer, whatever works for you. But I'm going to go with this variation so that we can fully get in the spirit of not using the feet at all. Begin to claw your hands and then draw the chest forwards. So you're opening chest towards the front of the mat. Then relax and roll the shoulders down the back. With each inhale, pulling the chest forwards, expanding. With each exhale, rolling the shoulders back to relax. Let's take this for a couple more breaths. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, relax, shoulders back. Last breath here. With your exhale, bring the hands under the shoulders, press back up to tabletop. Really good. And coming up onto the fingertips again, tenting the hands. Walk the left hand a little further forwards and keeping the left leg bent, straighten out right leg. So we're challenging the balance here. And lift the right leg a little bit higher, lower the belly, arch the spine. Gaze up. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, round the spine and bring the right knee to tap the back of right arm, crunching in. Inhale, extend the leg back, lower the belly, gaze up. Exhale, bring the knee to the back of the right arm, rounding the spine, draw lower belly in. Last one, inhale, open out, crunching up. Exhale, bring the knee to the back of the arm. Lower the knee down. Bring the left hand under left shoulders, right arm reaches forwards. And keeping right leg bent, straighten out left. Lift the leg a little bit higher, lower the belly, open the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale around the spine, bring the knee to the back of left arm. Draw lower belly in. Inhale, open back out. Exhale, knee to the back of the arm, rounding as you come in. Inhale, open out. Last one, exhale, knee to arm. Open back out. Lower the knee down. Plant both hands on the mat underneath the shoulders. Then come down onto the belly. So we're just giving the knees a little bit of a break because I know it's a lot for the knees. And tent up onto the fingertips. Bringing the hands a little bit wider for a wide cobra. With an inhale, press through the fingertips. Peel the chest off the mat, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lower the chest down. Inhale, press the ground away, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, soften all the way down. Inhale as you press away, lift. Exhale, lower down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press back up to tabletop. And keeping the hands completely flat this time, straighten out the right leg. Bend the knee and then open the knee out to the side like a fire hydrant. Then straighten out the leg, hold it there. See if you can flex the foot, lift the foot even higher so the foot is same height as your hip. Really good. And you may need to shift more weight onto the left side to counterbalance. Keep holding it there. Keep the leg lifted, core tight. Incredible work. Sweep the leg back, square off the hips. Lower the knee. Let's take it to the other side. Lift the left leg. Then bend the knee and open it out for fire hydrant. Extend the leg, lifting the foot as high as your hips. Maybe shifting some more weight onto the right side to help with the balance. Keep the foot flexed, keep the foot lifted. I know it's challenging. Keeping the core tight, stay for one more breath in. Exhale, sweep the leg back, square off the hips, lower the knee down. Really good. Then come all the way forwards, roll onto the belly. And keep the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows close to the sides of the ribs. Inhale, start by rolling the shoulders back, then lifting the chest for cobra. If the head and neck is doing a lot of work in this pose, keep looking down so head and neck can stay relaxed. Then spidering the hands, draw the chest forwards, deep breath in. Roll the shoulders back as you exhale out. Couple more breaths like this as we give the knees a little bit of a break. Really good work. Slowly lower the chest. We have our last sequence come back up into tabletop. Challenging the balance even more. Straighten out the right leg. Then stack right hip over left. So you're rolling the body. So now the torso faces right side. Then take the weight into the left hand if you can. Hover the right hand off the mat. This is when the wobbles really start to come in, and that's okay. It's challenging for me too. If you can, reach the right arm up. Draw the lower belly in. Focus the gaze on one spot to help with the balance. Keeping the core really tight. Press the floor away. To come out, start by lowering the right hand. Square off the hips, lower the right knee. And then we'll take it to the other side straight away. Straighten left leg. Left hip stacks the right, so you're rolling the body sideways. And start to take the weight onto the right hand. Maybe come up onto a couple of fingers on the left hand. And then if the balance is there, see if you can take the left hand away. One side is always much easier than the other. And if the balance is there all together, you can reach left arm up. Keeping both feet raised off the mat if you can. Draw the lower belly in, press the floor away. Really good. To come out, start by lowering left hand. Square off the hips, lower the left knee. Amazing work. Then roll onto one side so that you can swing the legs round. Then we'll make our way back down onto the back. Hug the knees into the chest. And bring the hands to the fronts of the knees. Open the knees out wide for happy baby. You can take a gentle rock from side to side. Massaging the spine. Maybe even giving the knees a little bit of a rub. If they're feeling a little bit sensitive after so many sequences, balancing on them. Really good. Starting to slow down your movements, bring the knees together. You have two options now. You can either straighten the legs up, so you're coming into a supported shoulder stand. This is a little bit more of a restorative variation. Or if you've got a little bit more energy, or maybe you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge, you can come up into shoulder stand. Bending the knees and then finding those rocking backs and forwards movements so that you can drive yourself up. Supporting the hands around the back. Maybe straightening the legs all the way up, or maybe keeping the knees bent. Whatever works for you. If you're feeling a little bit more playful, you can experiment maybe coming back into those eagle legs. Or playing around with what feels possible. Spending the next 5 or so breaths challenging what you can do. And when you're ready to come down, very slowly roll down the back if you're in shoulder stand. And finish with the legs straight up. So we're all meeting back in this restorative variation. Bend the knees. Hug the knees in close. Soften the eyes. Eyes closed. Begin to slow down your breath. Just observing what is going on for you in your body. This is a really great time just to give thanks to your body. Despite having an injury, there's so many ways that we can still move. We can still nurture ourselves to adapt to whatever situation is being presented to us. And for this, I think it's great to be able to say thank you, body. Taking your final breaths here. And when you're ready, straighten out the legs, settle in for Shavasana. Soften the arms either side. Let yourself take up space. Spread out, soften into the ground. Relax the shoulders down the back. Beginning to slow down the breath even more. Begin bringing your awareness back to your space. Notice any sounds around you or any movement. As you begin to become more aware, start to wiggle the fingers, maybe the toes if it's accessible. Bringing the body back to life, easing yourself out of Shavasana. And very slowly hug the knees into the chest and roll onto one side. And take a moment here just to feel the support of the ground. Keeping the eyes closed, make your way back up to a seated position. And as you settle back into your seat, sit up tall, relax the shoulders down the back. And we'll close the practice by bringing hands together in prayer. Bowing the head, taking a moment to thank ourselves for showing up and to thank the practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this class. And I hope that if this was the first time that you practiced in this way, that it allowed you to see that there's still so much that you can do despite having an injury. I would love to hear your feedback, especially if you did the other class. I would love to see how it compared, especially if you've managed to build a little bit more strength practicing in this way. Maybe your body felt a little bit more ready. And if this is your first time, I would also love to hear how it went for you. So please leave a comment in the section below. Take care.